Carpe Diem, seize the day. The famous line that Sadiri spoke in advice to Gilgamesh. A lot of people tell me they don't have time to reach their goals, whatever those may be. Obviously, in my industry, it's more fight or fitness related. But in general, whether it's business or personal goals or something you want to accomplish, they don't have time. You always have time. There's plenty of nights where I'm getting 5 or 6 hours of sleep to accomplish what I need to accomplish. I have my list of things I need to do each day. And if 10 o'clock comes and I'm normally going to bed and I haven't met those yet, I'm going to stay up and do them. You can't put it off till tomorrow. You can't put hope in tomorrow because tomorrow may never come. All right? Do everything you can with every opportunity you have on the current day. I know plenty of people who say they don't have time, but then they sit down and watch TV. They watch shows. They play video games. Like, you can't tell me you don't have time when you spent 10, 12 hours watching Game of Thrones in an 8-week period. That's 12 hours you could have been productive. Now, granted, they're broken up, but let's say you had 1 hour a week and you sat down and watched your favorite show for that 1 hour a week. What could you do in 1 hour if you really put pen to pad and said, in this hour, I'm gonna hit my goals. I'm gonna drill, or I'm gonna work on my personal business, or I'm gonna work on learning a new language, or whatever your goals may be. It could be something, like I'm gonna get quality time and help my family or help my children to be a better version of themselves. It could be anything, but an hour is still a lot of time. And many of you spend countless hours daily watching TV. Like, put down the TV, put in a book, an audio book like I do all the time, or read a book if you want. Audiobooks I love because when I'm in the car, instead of listening to the radio and jamming music, I'm increasing my knowledge and my education. I'm always trying to better my knowledge and education. The more I learn, the more I can help others, the more I can help myself, the more I can help my family, whether it be opportunities of income or stress relief or closer relationship to God, if you believe in that. Whatever it may be, like, choose those opportunities wisely. Listening to talk radio or music for someone for 2 hours in your commute to work and back won't be as productive as maybe doing a Rosetta Stone or something of that sort, where you're learning a new language on the way there and back. Just be productive with your time, people. I mean, your goals may be very different than the fellow next to you, than your friend, your spouse, your coworker, but find out what your goals are. And if you don't have goals, what are you doing with your life? Are you happy with where you're at and continuing in that always? You don't want any more money. You don't want any more free time. You don't want to better yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I find that hard to believe. I mean, I'm sure there are a few of you, but for the most part, I find that hard to believe. Everyone could do with a little more of all those things. Find your time. Create your time. Think about all the moments in the day that you're wasting. All right? Some of you go take your dump and, spend 20 minutes a day taking a crap. What are you doing when you're taking a crap? You're probably playing on Facebook and social media, or, playing some stupid mobile game or something. Instead of that, what could you be doing? Read some world news. Read something educational. Be productive in your time. Do something that is benefiting you. Instead, all you're doing is moving backwards, right? Even if you stand still, people, like, say you make a decent living, you make 50 grand. Guess what? 5 years from now, if you're making 50 grand, it's not the same as if you made 60 grand prior. Why? Cost of living and inflation and everything else going on. As I say in reference to grapplers all the time, if you got a black belt 10 years ago and you have done no competitions or nothing to better your knowledge, and you don't learn new moves, and you don't have that white belt mentality still, that black belt 10 years ago, you're a blue belt now. A competitive blue belt will tap you. I know this because I've seen competitive blue belts, my own, tap black belts who haven't learned anything in the past decade. All right? It happens all the time. Don't get complacency. Complacency is a death trap. Always yearn for more. Anyways, sorry to rant on. I figured I'd leave a couple good notes with you people. Have a blessed day.